En mä tiedä. Moikka vakavat katseet. Tässä livessä me katsotaan
Eager to represent
FNCS Major X
their home
finaaleita
country, home
Legends
pride, right?
Standingista.
Germans, knowing it's going to be Major One Summit Land in Dusseldorf. That home crowd, very likely to get pretty loud for those two.
Taurasark.
They definitely want to make sure that they leave things on a positive note. For Shark and Teeny, though, think back to where Chap and Flixie were just at.
Yeah.
There is a possibility that later on, Shark Teeny might actually end up
Mikä
clashing with those two a little bit
Skypeissa?
later on, since they are so far north, playing for the vending machines right now. But
Semmonen pieni surke.
we'll have to just wait and see.
Joo,
Tää
tuolla
ei
on vaan
ole
92
Apparently, the reason
pojoa.
though, they've definitely had a much more volatile day too. Even day one, they will run for their money. They still managed to overcome and,
Celebrate.
despite dealing consistent off spawns,
Eikä.
they have managed to stay within that top 20 threshold. And obviously, you want to see two German icons in Dusseldorf repping at the LAN.
Issue is, before the previous match, they got 36th, 24th. The 7th place kind of bumped them up, but if they have another match where they don't make it
Surur.
into that end game, they can quickly fall short, not be in qualifying range any longer. So hopefully,
Joo,
they don't have to take too many risks in this game.
Onks täällä edes? Mä luulen,
Like the
ai
overall
niin,
landscape of
sehän
the
on...
map, though, had
Ai
to
niin, ja
change
tähän on
pretty
EU.
drastically the moment that these players
Kun
caught wind
sehän on
of
aina
Pablo
sentraalilla
and Gino
noin
being eliminated so early on, because that leaves Sandy Strip up for contention. So
I
many
have-
other teams might have been able to take advantage of what's actually offered from that POI, and I think that's why we're seeing a little bit more of littering throughout. Battlewood Boulevard even teams kind of just
Yep.
more willing
Aika
to
Peter
scavenge
potti
certain
ruinaa
sections of the map.
Kliksin
So make their way
FNCS.
through. Panzer,
FNCS
Zapco,
voittajut
gliding
vähän.
overhead.
Mitä?
Calm before the storm.
Kliksin niinku vähän...
Touching down where the rest of the lobby's at.
Potti vähän ruinaa
This is a
Kliksin
team that
unelma.
lands
Voittaa
close to
joskus
Gino and Pablo, but
FNCS.
seeing that they're just heading north already, we don't really know if they were able to kind of capitalize on that. One of the 3 duos opting for this rotate as well.
Ow.
Like you said, the calm before the storm, second, the last
Pystyttäis,
match
jos me päästäisiin...
of the major. A lot
Pystyttäis...
of pressure on this player's shoulders.
Pystyttäisiinkö me pärjäämään tuolla? Ei varmaan.
Still sitting in that 13th position, and currently with only one lobby left to work with here, Takata, it's pretty sensible to believe that teams that are within that top 13 should be pretty much confirmed for that Summit LAN qualification spot. But ultimately, you don't want to leave things up to chance. You don't want to be sitting on the sidelines. You want to make sure that you play out these lobbies as thoroughly as possible, because it's going to be the last 2 opportunities that all of these teams get. Teeny, Shark still lingering over by Wonky Land too, so when you think about teams like Yepco Panzer opting for those deep north side, dead side rotations, you gotta keep an eye out for where Shark and Teeny are getting up to. And honestly, Shark Teeny, I mean, think about the 2 wins that they've gotten, both 100+ point games if I'm not mistaken, right? Just based off the additional elimination, basically 100-point games each time. And hey, you never know. Pablo Chino being taken out super early on. Shark Teeny, if they go for the hat trick,
Enpä tiedä.
things could start to get a little dangerous for who's actually going to finish in that top 2.
That's what I was thinking. You know, they've got a big smile on their face. Everything's going well. They eliminated Fishy Huddy off spawn. No, we'll have to worry about Wonky Land, and now the 2nd place team that was right above them has gone down with 0 points. It's their perfect opportunity
Nice.
to overthrow them. Sure repairs. Another team in that top 5. They're trying to get above Vico Malabuka. Sayaz Scary yet to show us that they have what it takes to continue with their performance from yesterday. Now dropped to 8.
Voitto, hä?
These players aren't even focused on qualifying to the LAN anymore. They're focused on getting the best placement possible.
Size and Scary, compared to yesterday, it's kind of been a day to forget. Hey, ever since that opening blow against Azat, losing the 1v2, it's definitely seemed like it's pretty much put so much hesitancy into how much confidence they really want to invest for some of these fights. I mean, we're just not witnessing the same duo that we did in yesterday's lobbies, but still definitely respect that performance they put in, because it's left them in a position where they don't have to be too pressed over today, because at least they know they've got the Summit Land locked in.
Looking over at what Thomas HD and Focus are up to. Thomas is known for his AR aim. It was actually Nebs. They've had such a tough day as well. Nebs and Nathan. I'm wondering if both players actually did end up going down after that. For Thomas HD and Focus, though, they are sitting in 6th place right now. Good news for them, it's 5th and 6th. The gap is not nearly as much as it is from 3rd to 2nd or 1st. So they have a very good chance they can at least push themselves into top 4.
Haluaisitko sä olla mukana?
Did see just then though that
Why
leaderboard
not?
overview. Dharma and Deemish, 7th place team, has been eliminated.
Mä menin tänne
They've been very
fighttelemaan.
key heavy
No mut minne tänne?
in today's matches ever since they were able to pretty much confirm maintaining top 20, but hey, never want to bite off more than you can chew, especially when there's so many duos that are also still so hungry to see how many more placement points they can climb up. Learning points, learning pains, growing pains too. For Darndeemish here, but for Twy and Cringe, 51 below currently. Zone pool just outside Squiggly Shores. They're gonna be harassed
Oota
now.
ihan sekka, älä vielä tapa mua, koska mun pitää rupea laittaa toi... No niin, nyt mua
It's personal just yet. They'd rather see if they can just net a couple attacks from afar. It'd be much easier to work with than having to go for 50-50 and risk placement against the teams. Burke will be isolated and brought down. That's a big break right now for Twy and Cringe.
I'm almost more scared for Hari and Cammy that are right beside them, considering that they're 19th right now. Right by the cutoff, but for repairs and sure, things were looking so bright in 5th place. The damage was there, but now repairs is left as a solo, forced to close this game out alone. No heals, no shield, and just one overdrive grenade. This is really not where you want to be.
Might have just stayed a little bit too long inside. Last zone. Sure, you get the surge you're looking for, finding the elimination, but ultimately teams that are already based in just better positions, kind of keeping repairs at bay right now. He's gonna have to wait for the rest of the lobby to move first before he can even consider trying to depart his current box position. Twy and Cringe though, picking back up where they left off. And now there's a little bit of flow state happening here. Okay, another nice little elimination pick off there. All that matters right now is making sure that you stay above that surge threshold, but more elimination points never hurts.
No, it does not. Sky and Scroll, they've made it back now from the stressful early game that didn't really last too long. That pressure was quickly relieved. Vico Malabuka, 4th place right now. They're trying to push into the top 3. With the way Shark and Teeny are looking though, it's gonna be tough. But so far they are looking to be managing Surge better than they have been in previous games. But you do have to be a little careful. Being on the edge of zone now, a very long rotate to go. Let's hope they can make it.
But it's Vico Malabuka, Takada. When's their victory royale going to happen? This is a duo that I'm real surprised that we haven't seen them have at least one win throughout the matches that have taken place already here today. And don't get me wrong, top 5 obviously indicates that they've had relatively strong performances when they needed to. But I want to see them fully lock in. I want to see them convert an endgame into a victory royale. I wouldn't hate to see it, better late than never after all. But for Sky and Scroll, just another elimination added to the pile. 3 in total, 558 above that, 66 threshold. The point is, they've got more than enough to work with. They're fully aware of where Ultimate High is at. And fortunately for us, they got a little backseat support for the neck, trying to keep tabs on what's in front of him.
Joo, mä vaan tippuin tänne.
Too much pressure to deal with. A great collapse there by Sky and Scroll.
Tää toiset
This is
puolella.
not what you want to see if you're Chino and Pablo right now. Even Sharktini, if they have a big match, it's going to put them closer and closer to that second place spot. That is not what Pablo and Chino want to lose. It's now 409 above, but you got to be careful. Both players instantly gone down in the blink of an eye. Shark and Teeny get eliminated by Cringe and Twy.
Shark and Tina, they wanted to be set up for that front side of the zone, but sadly, that's just not going to go in their favor. The dangers of playing that side of zone, when it pulls the opposite way, is players that were a little bit late to the party being able to pick you up along the way. Hydro and Keto now taking advantage of their position on height. Good suppressive fire, good suppressive measures. Shots and dodges. At the same time here. No knocks just yet. Got a good connection. Their original surge point.
Yeah, and where are you?
Malabuka, Vico, they're gonna send it. They want front side. Mid layer, torping through.
Where are you?
Very adamant,
Yeah,
keeping
mom.
tabs on everything surrounding them. Vico now
me
looking for some
down,
aggression
Sella,
onto
me
Nero and
down.
Joshua. They find the first. Can they get the second? They might not need it after all the content to just wait that little bit of Cypher materials. That's exactly what they needed.
Kato mikä kasa.
It's a big opportunity for Vico and Malabuka though.
Ai
Seeing that Shark and Teeny went down, it's their chance to get top 3
Jos
now.
Pro niinku
All
pystyis
they need is a
oikeesti
decent
tekemään
match here.
kaikki.
And for Sky and Scroll, they just want to keep expanding that gap between first and second. And if Scroll doesn't get caught off here, it looks like they're going to be able to manage it.
Atlantis Scrolle.
Keep an eye though on Cringe and
Kuulis,
Twy.
että Atlantis
scaling their
Scrolle
way up the
taas
hill
vähän
face.
puolitaan.
Sky, Scroll, if they're not careful, you never know.
Chatti hävisi.
Four above might disappear, and for Chapin, Flixie, Sayas, and Scary have managed
On.
come knock in and
on
collect. Look at
tytti
Sky Scroll,
kovas
they were headed
voittaa
so
tätä.
deep into the storm.
Niillä on haitti,
Think
hyvä
they're
paikka,
looking for
mutta
Fulgrim
jos
Misconnect.
joku tiputar
They're starting
niitä.
to tarp up. Height has
The
no
paikka.
idea. They're not looking this far
Fokusi.
back
Nyt tää
into
sun
where the storm is at. Harko and Kira,
M8
another duo
Maris.
that's hurting, but Scroll and Sky, they're willing to send it.
How
Frontside
my
challenge onto height.
lehmät.
It's just not high enough though. And they'll be forced to drop just a little bit, but the damage might have been done. Harko and Kira had the same exact intentions. Focus, Thomas now gonna throw themselves up onto
Majoreissa
the high
niin se on
ground.
vähän
Thomas won't be able
hullu.
to make it just yet, but he's waiting to reconvene with
DP
Focus.
focus
High ground is being sent into absolute shambles right now. Hardcore's gonna be the first one to fall from it, but Noah Riley, Reason, they've got business up top as well. Noah's gonna send it. One more overdrive grenade into the skies here, but he can't take care of Keto. Reason and Noah punished for trying to overthrow High. Keto will finally get brought down though. And
About
Thomas,
Atlantis Sky.
Focus, they're looking to be the ones to
Mä
actually
voin
control it.
oikeesti
No, it's Sky
puolistaa
and
ja
Scroll in
puolella
similar
on
fashion, but Scroll, he's gonna be knocked. No one can get a footing here on Height.
The bouncy house of chaos. Sky now is left alone. Just a sliver of HP's gone down as well. Thomas falls. Hydro up top. They started with height
It's niet
after
te top.
the chaotic high ground retakes from who knows how many teams. Hydro has ended up once again looking to claim it, but Focus is doing what he can to overthrow. Hydro drops. He's out of builds. He does have the HP and shield
Marius
advantage, but
Kauju.
without any mats to play with, it's just
Sä et
making
tee
it that much more
tota, sä
difficult.
et
But for
ikuatelee.
all of those teams, we saw like 5 different duos send it. One of them got fully eliminated. The other 4 left in solo positions now. But Focus, somehow, some way, he's still up top. Medius and iDrop trying to see now if they can be the ones to truly overrule the high ground. And Focus as a solo, he'll have to give it up. He's forced to drop
Paha
here.
paikka,
Medius
paha
trying to see
paikka,
what
ei
kind
oo
of
paljon
refract he can
raksaa.
pick up after the fact.
Toi
iDrop
yksi
want
puoli,
to send
sillä
it
vain
downstairs. Cringe
Marius
and
Kau.
Twy directly behind, but they're not going to be able
Marius
to escape.
Kauilla on
iDrop
kyllä
Medius'
ihan
vision.
ok
6
tietysti
eliminations
voittaa.
already for Medius and iDrop. They knew that they needed a big
Tää
pop-up performance here
Fokus
today.
oikeesti
Focus
kuolee
looking
100%.
spoiler here. Twy's looking up. He's not looking next to him.
Tää tulee
Focus just
kuolee.
needs
Ei
to
tää,
get over
teillä
the
on 5
shot here, but
HP,
he's
jollei se
still
nyt saa
lurking,
jotain
crouching,
hiiliä.
crawling around
Se
these
kuolee
front side
stormin
layers.
väkisinkin.
Instead, the pre-existing builds, the
No,
pickaxe is
se
going to
kuolee
be
kuolee
revealed, but he
heti
can't
ekaksi ja-
withstand a different player altogether.
Voittaako
As they
Marius
get
Kau?
down, but Chris does lose
Marius
his
Kau
goal.
ounaa.
Medius looking to bring this one home. Just one more elimination. Just just another set of 4 points to go to the count. Cringe trying to see what he can manifest here, but he's stuck inside the
Marius
storm.
voitti
He doesn't have a whole
Joo,
lot left
mutta
to contend with
ajattele
here.
sitä ja
Marius,
sit
though, with no eye drop,
FFF
just
Marius
stay
Kau, let's
inside
go
his zone.
Marius Kau,
Only
ja
2 builds remain.
Okay,
This is the time. Eddie, has he done it
Oli
once before? He
hieno.
does it again. A victory royale to close
Meta.
things in game 11 for Marius and iDrop.
Ajattele sitä, että jos kuolee
18th place
jos
is
kuolee
where
tossa
iDrop and
FFF
Marius were
majorissa
going
niinku
into this
ihan
match. They were just
ihan niinku
on the
ländiin,
cutoff
niin
of
pitää odottaa
qualifying
joku
to the Major
puoli
1
tuntia
LAN,
ainakin,
and
että
they have
pääsee
now
seuraavaan matsiin.
solidified a spot with the amount
Ai
of points
jaa,
that they've just
vai.
secured.
Siinä
I'm
on vaan-
almost
siinä on
sure
vaan
that
50
we will be
tiimiä,
seeing them in
50
Düsseldorf.
tuloa.
What a way to close out the
lobby.
second to last match of the day. Congratulations to iDrop and
Mut
Marius.
oikeesti
This is
tuo
what we
Marius
wanted to
Kau
see
oli
from them.
hyvä,
Rank 11
oli
mid,
hyvä,
it's
oli
getting
hyvä.
intense.
It really is.
Respect
100%
Marius
agreed
Kau.
with you there, Takata. Marius and iDrop were 30th going into day 2, and they're another one of these experienced Euros who understand the importance of that fantastic performance on day 2. You're not done after day 1, Minnie.
No, you're not, and it's really great to see these guys really rise
Marius
up to
Kau,
standings. We've been talking a
respect
lot about
Marius
Swizzy and
Kau,
Pixie
I
today and how
guess.
they've just been
Missä
surging up the leaderboards. But Marius and iDrop,
Mä
they've
oon
been quietly
katsomassa
improving game in, game out, and this
aloitusalueella.
is really nice to see them finally pick up that well-deserved win right there. We saw it from Marius in the
Marius
heat. We
Kau
saw him
pelastui
solo clutching
todella
their way
hyvin.
from about top 25 or
Respect
something to make
Marius
it here.
Kau.
Now still doing it
Siis missä
in the
on?
major finals as well, getting that final shot to win 11.
Ei
Really
kun
excited
aiku,
about these guys.
me
Really
se on
excited to see them as well.
aloitusalueella.
Yeah, I think these guys ultimately understand one key thing about Fortnite. All that matters is recency bias. As long as they end the day in a decent enough position, we can forget all the other 10, 11 games that happened. All that matters is where you end up. And the good thing for them is after that game,
Marius
they
Kau,
will be in a
respect
much
oikeesti
nicer
ihan hullu
position.
pala.
And yeah, again, regardless
Kyllä
of
pääsee
the troubles
tokalla
they have had over
roundille.
the course of today,
Siis tää on
all it
oikeesti
is
niin
just
boring vaan
learning
kuunnella,
lessons
kun
as
ne
they
niinku
look to gear
jäpähtää
up
siinä
for the
niinku,
Summit
ei,
Land, right?
ei
Mut
niinku
kun mä haluan
katsoa
niinku nää
niitä
exciting
oikeesti
parts of Summit Land I don't think
tilanteita
we've really touched on
siinä.
is the fact that it's
Se on
going to be the
näkyvillä,
first LAN we've ever had where
Mä haluaisin
the
niinku katsoa
FNCS we
heti
just
sitä
watched will be
seuraavaa
played on
peliä.
the same meta, right? And so the
Se
lessons they
olisi
learned
parempi.
Mä
throughout this
en
weekend
jaksa
will be
oikeesti, mä
incredibly
koko ajan
valuable for them
jäppä.
as they
Ja
look
mitä
towards
tuo
that.
minimaineri vaan
We are
seisoo
ready to take a
hymyillä.
short break, and when we come back,
Niin, se
everything
minimainen ei
is
puhu
on the
melkein
line for the
mitään, ei
final
ennenkään,
game
se
of
on
the
Miksi se
FNCS
liittyy
Europe
tuohon
Major
ihme
1.
puheluun, jos ei puhu mitään? Missä Pro on?
Kuka? Minä. Toi on niin. Mä oon täällä ylhäällä vittu rakennus. Mut vai villi 67? Ei tää. Sä nyt vittu laitat taas sitten väliin. No niin, missä sä nyt oot?
No niin, niillä sinne. Ruoan kamiin.
Tekit melkein ammuis ilmaa äsken.
Ota jäpö.
Hei, ei saa hiilaa.
No!
Joo. Joo, toi oli niin hyvä oikeesti. Legit toi oli niin hyvä. Oh my god. Legit toi oli oikeesti niin hyvä. Mä vaan pumppaan kerran Airon pupuiset tuu kombatilla vetää niin katso.
Mulla on hullu aine oikeesti.
Ainakaan ei tuu sitä musiikkia enää, mikä tuli silloin Legends Landingissa, kun se ei oo livenä. Tuuko se mukaan Elite-seriassa silloin, sitten kun se on... Hei.
No.
Tuuko se mukaan siihen Elite-seriassa sitten kun se on...
Okei.
Mun mielestä se oli kai Reloadis.
Pixie bad. Man shit bad. Näetkö jotain muuha?
Eiks meidän pitänyt katsoa FNCS?
Mä en jaksa katsoa FNCS.
Sä voit fightaa mua vastaan. Ja mä voitin. 2-1. Tai mehän voidaan
Mutta ei Pikki laittais vanhaa portin takas.
Minkä vanha? Ai oo, okei.
Niin.
Sama. On semmosia vähän
Me
OG.
oltais ihan hulluja oikeesti.
Semmosia juttuja, missä on niinku OG-movementtia silleen. Niin chapter 2.
Kaikki on oikein Pikki otteet.
Chapter 2
It
season
doesn't
4
matter
react. Chapter
where
2
you are
season
watching,
2
whether on land or
mikä se nimi on?
always
Kaksi-
delivers,
kaksi
and there's a
Kellavia.
good reason for that
Chapter
because it's
1 season
time
2,
to look at the
Project
two
Era.
duos at the top and see what
Ja
they're going to do
yksi,
to
joka on
assert
chapter
themselves.
3,
And my
yksi.
word, did Sky and Scroll assert themselves, Levin?
Se Rewind,
I
joka on
was jumping
chapter
out of my
5
chair.
on 1
I mean, I was.
movementilla.
One, we were sort of expecting this play to happen, right? The distance between top two and the third place team meant this was going to have to be the play at some point, whether it was game 11, whether it was game 12. We typically see this thing happen in game 12, but I understand the thinking from Chino and Pablo to go for a hit in game 11. Unfortunately, they are dealing with the best duo in the world who just have no weakness in their game plan, and so
Mä
they
en
were
pysty
ready for
kuulee
the
täällä
off-spawn.
mitä kun vaikka Hablum ja Luigi
On the drops.
Mä en
It's
tarvii
just
kuulla, kun mä pelaan,
disgusting,
koska
Mini.
se ei...
Yeah, that's always the risky run when you land on another team.
No,
They're going to know that drop better. They're going to know the little intricacies of that drop. They're going to know how to drop there in terms of the bus path and everything. And right there, Sky.
Vaikka sitten niin. Osuimmat viestit. Katsotaas. Box fights, Tetron. Niin. Missä on?
I found it.
Retson AI. Onks Retson AI tehnyt tän vai? Ei oo. Heavy Blue on tehnyt tän. No miksi tän nimi on Retson?
Eikö meidän seuraavat nimet olla M8 AI? Mun oma pelinimi ja sit sun oma pelinimi.
En mä tiedä.
Ei oo pakko.
Yeah. Ding.